Hey guys, this is Callum from EnglishShooting and welcome back to the channel. As discussed yesterday, this still is very much looking like a huge failure by the police in reissuing this person's shotgun certificate and allowing them to kill 5 defenseless victims. Everyone at this point is trying to ask, how could we have prevented this absolute tragic occurrence? For a moment, I'm going to ignore the reports that he attacked a man and pregnant woman. I'm going to ignore the reports that he attacked a 16-year-old boy in a skate park. I'm going to ignore the reports that his family were calling for the police to remove or keep away his certificates. I'm going to ignore the report that he was suffering with severe mental health issues and that they were again pleading with the NHS, and I'm going to ignore the reports that he was attending anger management courses, because for me there is one thing that would have prevented this all, and that is clear set out guidance on social media to the police and firearm licensing department. We've had social media now in our everyday lives for getting on to 15 years, and it is a significant part of most people's lives. Yet in the many pages of firearms guidance, in the many pages on the guidance to assess people's suitability for granting a shotgun and or firearm certificate, there is no guidance on social media, what to look for and where to look for it. I've been calling for many years for there to be some sort of guidance, some sort of clear framework to firearm licensing departments on social media, because ultimately my own personal experiences, this tragic event in Plymouth and many other examples that I've been made aware of point to the fact that firearms licensing are absolutely clueless on social media. Whilst it is standard procedure for most firearms licensing departments across the country, and there are a few that take social media very seriously, if not overzealously, it is clear that Devon and Cornwall Firearms Licensing did not do any social media checks on this individual. Furthermore, the Chief Constable has said that they don't like doing this because it is an invasion of privacy. Now, invasion of privacy and the laws around surveillance are fairly specific, and it is considered an invasion of privacy when you are accessing information that would be protected by a password or encryption. It also covers things like phone tapping or inserting covert cameras in properties, vehicles, or elsewhere. But what it certainly doesn't cover is public platforms. Public platforms like YouTube, where this individual was posting alarming and worrying videos about his mental well-being and his state of mind, paired with that the concerning posts and conversations that he was having in various Reddit forums. Again, both public platforms, neither of which require a password or encryption to be able to view, and certainly would not be considered an invasion of privacy by the police for them to review and potentially act on. I'm not calling for the police to go snooping around the private and personal information of gun owners, looking at the finite details of their account and pushing the boundaries of what we define as privacy. But publicly posted videos, I think we can all agree, should be taken into account when assessing suitability, especially when it gives key indicators to a person's state of mind. I really don't buy the excuse that invasion of privacy prevented them from looking at social media. What I can buy is that there is no set out guidance for them to do so. From my own experience, it is quite clear that these firearms licensing departments can monitor social media. I've had my 2-3 hour live streams completely watched start to finish by the police. I've had police come around in uniform on Saturday mornings due to singular posts. I've even had friends that have had police go around their house to check the classification of a gun. Now, whilst this channel and my profile online is a little bit bigger and maybe say a little bit more public facing than this individual's, the fact that one licensing department can do that to such detail, to such scrutiny, it really asks the question why the firearms licensing department in Devon and Cornwall couldn't do it to a much smaller degree to raise these red flags. A lot of people are saying that even if there was clear set out guidance, there wouldn't be enough resource for the police to be able to look at every single post, every single bit of content that somebody has put out. And I agree. I think you could end up spending weeks, months, if not years, analysing the full history of somebody's social media, given that we have had it for so long now. But when I was made aware of this person's name, it took me less than 5 minutes to find his YouTube channel. It took less than a few hours for all of the Reddit posts, all of the Facebook posts and other content out there to be brought to light. That is just using this person's name and the fact that he lived in Plymouth. The amount of information that the police have access to would have made this far easier and far quicker. And personally, I don't buy the lack of resource argument. If myself can find it in 5 minutes, so can the police. I think if they had have seen his mental state in those videos, they would have taken further action and would have again revoked his certificates and removed his guns. Opening it back up to all of the various reports that we have seen so far about this pregnant woman being attacked, this 16-year-old boy, there was still a cascade of serious failings. He had a history of violent behavior. It really does put the videos and the posts into the background. Really, a half of this, a quarter of this would have been enough to quite easily have said that this person was not suitable to have a shotgun certificate, and that his shotgun certificate and shotgun should have been removed. Plus now the fact that 5 people are dead, which arguably could have been prevented if this person's social media was analysed to even the smallest level. We really need guidance. We need guidance from the Home Office to the police on what they need to look for, and the firearms owners in the UK need a clear and set out bar of what they need to maintain on social media to be deemed suitable and of fit character to be able to continue owning their firearms. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Keep it clean, keep it respectful. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please consider subscribing for any future videos. And as always, guys, I hope to see you soon.